Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to another edition of What's On In Eastbourne, hashtag WOIE, WOIE, with the usual mixture of covers and originals, some local, some not, but appearing in the town anyway, so, well, why not? And we've also got a couple of newbies on the show as well, in terms of songs. But before we start properly, because I was so busy introducing and chatting to our guest Sarah Baker from The Crown and Anchor on the last show, the person opposite me here in the studio never got properly introduced. So, to make amends, welcome to the stalwart companion and partner in crime of What's On in Eastbourne, it's Chris Teckers Dabbs.
Yes. Thank you very, very much. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, it's me, Chris. Hello. Yeah, I'm normally just, obviously sometimes, or normally, whatever, in the background there, helping you out with some gags or not.
Yes, that's fair enough, but you're happy now.
Yeah, I am. Thanks, Pete.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. But we're all ready now to go after all of that. Thanks very much, Pete.
Okay, no problem.
I'm never going to live that one down again.
No, I hope not.
So thank you very much. Yeah, it's nice to see you again.
And you?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice and lovely day today. But,
Yes.
a bit warm in the studio again.
It is.
You have to get this sorted out. Mate. It's no good.
Yeah, well, we can't have windows in here, unfortunately.
No. Right, so I did mention that we've got a couple of newbies on the show. Mm-hmm. And so I thought I'd start off with one. And this is a lady called Mary Grace. She had a post out on Facebook saying that she was available for a particular date, whether she'd been, whether some other venue had cancelled or whatever. But so I shared it, and she said thank you very much, and then we got chatting, and she sent me in a couple of tracks. So I thought it'd be nice to play with. She's local. She works also as a ceremonies registrar at East Sussex County Council, and I think she works in the Eastbourne Town Hall.
Oh, right.
So, but she's quite experienced at this. She's got a quite an extensive repertoire, including Motown, soul, disco, pop, country and standards. And her previous engagements have included the West End, cruise ships and international classics. So
sounds like she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So what we're going to do, and anybody that can pull off a Eurovision Song Contest entry is pretty good in my book. So the first track is a track called One Step Further by... Do you know where that was by, Chris?
No, I don't. Who's that by?
I pronounce it as Bardo, B-A-D-O.
Oh, right. Hang on. Bardo, maybe.
Bardo, could well be, yes. It's the posh way of saying it. Yes.
Is this the one that goes, one step... Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to do
it. Yeah, it's a 1982 UK entry in the Eurovision Song Contest that was held in Harrogate, because the previous year Bucks Fizz won it.
Yes. I think I know this one. Ooh, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, here we go then. This is Mary Grace.
So
that was energetic.
It was a good start for the show, I think.
Yeah, one step further, and it could have been some sort of disco thing going there.
Yeah, there was some disco thing. When it was recorded, the producer was trying to make it so it was better for DJs as well. So that's hence that slightly long intro.
Yeah, that was quite a long time.
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
but no, it makes sense.
Yeah. So, but some of the other stuff I've heard, it's not clean stuff. There's a couple of little bits on YouTube as well. She's got quite a big repertoire in her voice as well. She can do the whole sort of gambit. I mean, we've got that one, and then there's Motown and soul and things that she can do as well. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah.
So we need to keep an ear out then for Mary Grace.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you know anything about her where she's gigging and stuff like that?
Not at the moment, because as I say, the only thing that I knew about is that she was sort of on Facebook to make herself known that she was available for the 25th of August. So
okay.
I'm not quite sure if she's got a booking yet, but hopefully someone might hear it and think, oh yeah, okay, we'll give her a go.
And that wasn't the date that you tweeted or Facebooked that said that Printer's Playhouse had an opening?
No, that was afterwards. That was a good few days afterwards. Yeah.
Oh, okay, because that was quite useful. You see, everybody. So not only do you have to send your MP3s in to Pete@Eastbourne.online, but if you've got, say, like dates, like Mary did, where you're free, or you've had a cancellation or something like that, then get in touch with us, and Pete will put it out there on Twitter and Facebook and all that sort of stuff. And also, if you're a venue as well, do the same thing, so that Pete can actually say, right, the XYZ has got a spare slot on a particular day. So we'll help you fill all the slots that you need to. Yeah.
Well said, Chris.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's for you. But in news, though, talk about venues. But nicely into that. Thank you, Chris. Also on Facebook, the Ian Mack, the operations manager at TJ's nightclub in Terminus Road, he says that he's got his venue looking for bands to sign up for a new weekly live music night every Friday.
Oh, right. See, there you go. Interesting.
Yeah. So I think they've done this sort of thing before. They've definitely had groups in there before. Whether it's been for a regular thing, I'm not quite sure, or whether it's been for specific functions. But so on a slightly different tact, I thought we would actually feature one of the bands. We've featured them before because they're very good anyway. But they've actually performed in TJ's before, and it's Hot Detroit. So track number 2 is the Marvin Gaye 1968 Heard It Through the Grapevine.
Surprise.
Lacey, that got me.
Good.
Yeah, because I didn't expect a female vocalist because I don't know Hot Detroit that well.
Well, yes, a bit of a surprise, but I think she pulled it off quite well.
Yeah, totally. I was well away with that. And the guys really sound good, in the background and everything.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, they appeared at Eastbourne Pride.
Right.
Went down very well as usual. So I've seen them 2 or 3 times, and again, it's one of those bands that you get a regular, consistent performance from. Very, very professional.
Yeah, definitely. No, thank you for that then.
That's
so
all
that
right.
was Hot Detroit then with Heard It Through the Grapevine.
Yeah, the Marvin Gaye one. In actual fact, the Marvin Gaye one, which came off his album In the Groove, is actually a cover as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
By who? Who is the original artist?
The original artist, it was first recorded in 1966 by Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Oh, was it? Oh, and we haven't got that to juxtapose against. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no. Okay, next time we must have that then. We need to know. Even though Gladys Knight and the Pips don't really do Eastbourne.
No, they don't. No. But, we've got some Americans coming into Eastbourne, though, haven't we?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
As Sarah was saying last week.
Yes.
Oh, and Sarah, we all missed this week. Don't go on holiday.
Oh, yeah, what would you prefer, to be sitting in a hot studio or off sunning yourself in France somewhere?
There's not much in it.
No,
yeah,
no.
okay. Let's go for France. Yeah, fair enough. All right. See you soon, Sarah.
So, next one we've got coming up is actually on Thursday. So, but I think they're worth a little mention and a song on the show. We've featured them before in one of the very early ones. It's the Cabinaires, and they are appearing at the Crown and Anchor on Thursday the 23rd. 9 o'clock start, unless I say otherwise.
Right, Thursday the 23rd? Is that
Yeah.
I keep thinking today's Wednesday.
No, it's
Tuesday.
yeah.
Okay, so people may have missed this.
Yeah, by the
of
time
course.
this goes out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But at least it gives you a chance to listen to them. If you like what you hear, you can look out for them and go because they do perform quite regularly in the area.
Oh,
So
right, cool.
it's always
Okay.
a chance. I mean, as I say, sometimes we're going to. Because of the timings, we're not going to be able to get this out in time for you to actually go and physically see these. Although it does say what's on in Eastbourne, but sometimes it's a bit retrospective. But as I say, it gives you a chance to listen to them.
Right, exactly, and plus, lots of people listen back anyway, so they're not always listening to it at the date the date that the show goes out. So, make sure, guys, if you've got any questions or any suggestions as for timing and things like that, then email Pete. I'm going to keep saying this, Pete at Eastbourne.online, and especially if you're a band. Isn't that right, Pete?
Oh, very much so, very much so. And as I say, you get the chance to come be on the show as well, just like Mary Grace did.
And of course, what we haven't done since Melody was to have a live band, or any live singers coming in.
Oh yeah, but we're sorting that out.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Exactly. Do you want to spill any beans, or should we keep it under wraps?
I'll keep it under wraps at the moment.
Oh, so don't forget, live stuff soon, but we're not going to go into any details yet. We don't want you to get too excited.
No, hold your hats, folks.
Or is it me that gets too? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's you that
me.
gets to it. Yeah.
Not our listeners. No. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'll shut up then.
That's all right. So this the Cabinaires are the genre is described as folk and country. So, and this is an original song by it's written by Maria Grazia,
Oh yeah.
who's the person that formed the band in the first place. So she's quite prolific in sort of getting stuff out there. She's been musically trained since the age of 8. She's been around. Got a lot of experience. So number 3 is I Miss You.
Will it That's a day that I'll never forget. Lord, I miss you. Oh, Lord, I miss you. Come on back to me. Lord, I miss you. Oh, Lord, I miss you. Come on back to me. Where do we go now from here? Can you say where I lay awake every night? The thoughts keep coming, but I don't know what to do. I guess I need you in my life. Lord, I miss you. Lord, I miss you. Oh, come on back to me. Lord, I miss you. Oh, Lord, I miss you. Oh, come on back to me. Think of the good times that we had. We used to dance, we used to sing. Life was full of joy and happiness, and every time that you bring your love to me, can't you see what it meant to me? Oh yeah, what it meant to me.
What you telling me?
Where do we go now? And what do we say? Will I keep on asking every day? Yeah. Shall we just become good friends? That way I know we're never end. Lord, I miss you. Oh, Lord, I miss you. Oh, come on back to me. Lord, I miss you. Oh, Lord, I miss you. Oh, come on back to me. Oh, come on back to me. Yeah. Oh, come on back to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on back to me.
Yes, another good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, well done. Mind you, I mean, if we've played them before, and that's an original composition, isn't it?
Yes.
So as you were saying, she's quite well musically educated and
Yes.
everything. But no, that was really nice.
Good. It might be worth having a listen to these bands that you might not see on that aren't available to see. It's in retrospective to the show, but at least you're not going into a place blind if you recognise the name and you remember what they sound like a bit.
Exactly. So that's the Cabinaires, and we want to know why they're called that. So
Yes,
we'll
that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So next one we've got is another newbie. Although he's from Hampshire, he's appearing in Eastbourne. So it's a bit of a blues country feel to this to the show this week. This is a blues guitarist, and he's the first act at the Princess Playhouse to appear on a new blues night that they're doing, which is the fourth Thursday of every month. So again, this is another retrospective one, but it's this Thursday that's coming on the 23rd of August. So he's a fully professional musician since 1989, and he's got this unique solo style, very proficient on the guitars. And this is another original one that he's written. It's called From the Roots on Down. And for any guitar enthusiasts out there, this song is being played apparently on a Kalamazoo L6 made around 1939. So this is Andy Broad with his original composition From the Roots on Down.
Well, from the roots now, baby, from the roots on down. Yeah, from the roots, honey, from the roots on down. Well, my feeling, baby, all come from way, way down. Well, in the winter, baby, leaves turn brown. Come the spring now, honey, just there. Green all around, I sit from the roots. Baby, from the roots on down. Well, my feeling, baby, all come from way, way down. Need some shelter, honey, come underneath my spread. Need a little loving now, take my leave for your bed. I sit from the roots, baby, from the roots on down. Well, my feeling, baby, I come from way, way down. When it's honey, baby, hot and cold, know my roots that deep, baby, they will hold from the roots. Baby, from the roots on down. Well, my feeling, baby, I'll come from way, way down. Yeah, the roots now, baby, from the roots on down. Yeah, the roots, honey, from the roots on down. Well, my feeling, baby, I'll come from way, way down.
Sorry, I have to do that once a week or once a show. So that was interesting. And you know what you're saying about the guitar? Now, if I remember correctly, this blues genre was all about really, really poor people playing their music in America. Who really did not have any money to rub together, hence, all that sort of southern food and things. And so that guitar would have been the cheapest of the cheap of the cheap. Sort of, if you think about Woolworths a few years ago, it would have been much cheaper than that.
Yes.
Which is why it's got that individual sound. I imagine. Now, if I'm completely wrong here and someone wants to educate us, feel free, Eastbourne.online. Not my email address, Pete@Eastbourne.online.
Yeah, cheers, Chris.
But that's why to me it's reminiscent of one of those childhood guitars, that you might have got when you were really young. So in other words, it doesn't sound like a professional guitar. It just sounds like a couple of strings, that dong, 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 you're plucking. But that's what blues is about, though. It's about the authenticity, isn't it?
Yes.
Brilliant. Nice one, Andy.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, as I say, very proficient on the guitar, electric and acoustic. The next up we've got, I was still keeping with the slight blues and country feel about it. We've got Stone Junction. Now, we've played a little bit of them before, but we've also, one of the members of the band is Michael Project.
Oh, yeah, this is the guy that goes around between different bands?
Yeah, so he's been around between different bands and sort of done his own stuff as well. So, and they, I don't know whether you remember, but the genre they've been described as is like transatlantic feral folk.
Yes,
they've got this.
We didn't hear any cats.
No, that's right. That's it. Yeah, it's got that. I mean, like an eclectic mix of original and transatlantic folks, Celtic influence into it as well.
All right.
So what we have here is, and I completely lost my track here. That's right. Yes, we got. This is not an original, which the last one was that we played previously, but this is not an original. But this is the John Denver 1971 track, Country Road, or Take Me Home Country Road, whichever way you prefer to say it, because it has 2 or 3 different titles.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, it's better be good because it's one of my karaoke songs.
Well, okay, right, yeah. Well, apologies for the sound quality, but it was from a live gig.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Okay,
then.
so a little bit of authenticity as well. A bit like the old background noise that you like, Chris.
Yeah, I do. A bit of Atmos. Can I sing along to this one?
You can do what you like, mate.
Don't be so free with the. With
But I don't think Eastbourne's got enough ear defenders to go round.
All right, thanks. he's good. I like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, it sounds like he's on the banjo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of his thing, is it?
Yeah, they got they have a mixture of the instruments. They got the acoustics, electrics, banjos. Nice mix of instruments there. Right. So but they're quite enjoyable. They are, for once, we've got something here that's not retrospective. They're at the Crown and Anchor on Friday, the 24th of August. So if you fancy going along and see them,
okay,
there they are.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay,
Yeah.
I might well check him out.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was Stone Junction then.
Yeah, Stone Junction.
Brilliant.
Okay. Back to the blues again. Well, say the blues. Back to Stuart Bligh of Big Blue.
Big Blue, yeah. This
you've
is
heard
another
it.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, another one who flits. No, maybe that's the wrong word. But the other one, another one who plays in more than one band.
Yeah, he does solo gigs, but then he's got his own band, which is Big Blue as well. So he's doing a solo gig. And we're going to move away from country and all that sort of thing a bit into a bit of rock, I think. Very proficient guitarist, very good, and he's going to display that on this next track, which is Purple Haze by the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Oh, he better be good then.
Yeah, you have a listen to this.
All right.
Yeah.
sounds like him.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Is he playing that with his teeth?
I don't know.
He did. I think Jimi Hendrix did play the guitar with his teeth.
Yes, he did. Yes,
Yeah,
something depending what substances he'd taken, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
But there you go.
I don't think Stuart Bligh probably was playing with his teeth.
No, Stuart. No, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that Stuart Bligh does not take substances either.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
because it's but he does like. I'll tell you what. He's got some of the hobbies here. He's got drinking beer, eating, overindulging on curry and French bread, and blues history, which I think is quite good. He's also an Arsenal SC fan, but nobody's perfect. There we go. So yeah, and that's we've featured a track previously in one of the other shows, but that's another track off that album that they got was live at the G Spot in Uckfield.
Oh yes, yeah.
Well, we questioned about the G Spot, but
exactly.
We know where we are.
But that was good though. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done, Stuart.
Yeah, it's very good, very good. So, bit of news, another venue news now. Alexandra Arms, which was up and coming into being a venue.
Yeah.
They're changing management hands. Andy, who had the lease on there, is not renewing it.
Okay.
So their lease ends on the 29th of August, but there has been messages on Facebook that any acts that are currently booked at the Alexandra Arms, they've had a word with the brewery Green King, and those acts are still going ahead. What they are at the moment, don't know, but quite interesting there.
So where's the Alexandra Arms?
It's at 453 Seaside in Eastbourne, which is right at the far end of Eastbourne, near the large Tesco's and the large roundabout.
Oh, I remember we talked about that. Right, yes, yeah. I got you. Right,
yeah,
another one.
Where I forgot that there was a pelican crossing somewhere.
Or some sort of
mentioned
zebra
it.
thing or something.
Yeah, that's right,
exactly.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause-
All right, so it's up near Tesco then, and Uxbridge Drive and whatever.
One of the so that leads me into the next act, because they are now one of the last acts to have played at Alexandra Arms under the current management. And I make no apologies. This is the second time in a row that they've been on this show. It's Atomic 80s.
Yeah.
Because I went to see them.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, I went to see them. Stay for their first set. They were pretty good. The audience wasn't that full, which was a bit of a shame. But they are a floor filler band. Really are good. I had a word with Martin. Spoke to Martin there because if you remember rightly on the last show, I said I thought the two males in it were actually brothers.
Right. Okay.
They were actually father and son, which
right.
Martin thanked me for. But
Yeah.
yeah. So, but I don't think Sam was too impressed. But there you go.
And this is one of Sarah's new.
Yeah,
bands. She likes it, didn't she?
she liked it when she heard it on the show, and sort of thinking about because she said contact her, didn't they? So, but they're going to do Gold, the Spandau Ballet from 1983. Now, I don't know. This might be something you could answer, Chris. I know it's a technical issue, but for my ears, I mean, they could be going wrong, but they sound better to me, slightly better live.
Right.
Now, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But the recording's good. Don't get me wrong, but they sound better live, which way is a good thing, obviously, because that's what they're there for. But I don't know. It might be some technical reason behind it or something. I'm sure it's not a vocal reason. I think
No, there's all sorts of reasons. The studio, the day itself. Because if you think about it, the in a pub, you're in that sort of atmosphere, you're quite relaxed. Yeah, much more relaxed than you would be in the studio, probably, where you're paying by the hour. So I don't know whether that's anything to do with performance or whether it's just the sound. But I guess we'll hear in a minute.
Yes. You can have your take on it then, can't you?
Okay, well, here we go then. So it's Atomic 80s, who are friends of the show.
Yeah.
Did he buy you a beer?
No, because I left because I had to go somewhere else and see somebody else.
I see. Yeah, these bands get away with it. Right, okay. So, again, like Atomic 80s, then, all these bands need to, or you guys in bands, need to be emailing Pete at Eastbourne.online to get their MP3s into you, don't they?
No, I thought you were going to do all those email addresses all the way through the show without that Pit bit.
Pit, yeah. Where did I get that from? Okay, yeah, so remember, it's Pete at Eastbourne.online to get your MP3 demos in and all that sort of thing, to get featured on the show. And, of course, make sure that you leave messages on the What's On in Eastbourne page as well, and we can get back to you. But in the meantime, whilst you're thinking about doing that, people in bands, or even fans, or even venues, here's Atomic 80s with Gold.
Thank you for coming home. I'm sorry that the chairs are all warm. I left them here, I could have sworn. These are my salad days, slowly being eaten away. Just another play for today. Oh, but I'm proud of you, but I'm proud of you. Nothing left to make me feel small, like it's left me standing so tall.
Gold, always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believing, 'cause you are gold. I'm glad that you're bound to return. There's something I could have learned. You're indestructible. Always believing.
After the rush has gone, I hope you find a little more time. Remember we were partners in crime. It's only 2 years ago, the man with the suit and the face. You knew that he was there on the case. Now he's in love with you, he's in love with you. And love is like a high prison wall, but you can leave me standing so tall.
Gold, always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believing, 'cause you are gold. I'm glad that you're bound to return. There's something I could have learned. You're indestructible. Always believing.
My love is like a high prison wall, but you can leave me standing so tall.
Gold, always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believing, 'cause you are gold. I'm glad that you're bound to return. Something I could have learned. You're indestructible. Always believing. Gold.
Might be another karaoke favourite of mine.
Yeah, it was a karaoke favourite of lots of people, I would have thought.
Yeah, Saddos. I am. Well, I am. I can't say. speak
Oh,
for
no,
anyone
no,
else.
no, I'm not going to go. Well, I am as well then, because it's. I've got a thing about the 80s. I love the 80s music anyway. So, and I think I said on the last show as well, I need some more 80s stuff coming in anyway. So, Peter at Eastbourne.online, send me some MP3s in.
Yeah, and also send in emails to Pete at Eastbourne.online if you want Pete to do his own 80s show. That got him. He's never seen anyone panic quite so much. So
Mutual stitch up there, I think. Yeah.
No, I think you should do your own 80s show. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So, anyway,
it'll
next.
be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine, yeah.
I think so.
But I mean, as you say, you maybe answered a couple of points in there, but I'm not being unkind to them.
No,
with
no,
the
no.
recording. They are a floor filler when they're live. They are, it's better. To me, to my ears, it was better live.
Right. I think that was just a levels thing, to be honest.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's all that was.
Okay.
So in other words, the vocals probably could have done with being a little bit louder. But again, that's just such a small thing. Most people wouldn't have noticed. So, it's just to your trained ear, Pete.
Oh, we're trained here. Thank you, Chris Techers Dam.
There you go. Anyway, next.
Next, we've got some American coming up. Now, it's not who you think.
Oh, isn't it?
No, it's not who you think. This is a lady called Heidi Pearson. And she's appearing at the Printer's Playhouse. She's got a wonderful, soulful peach of a voice, original songs as well. She does covers, but she's got some original material as well. She's an award-winning artist, songwriter over in the USA. She's been played on the BBC radio over here as well. She's on a UK tour. She's been here before, last here in 2016. Been to Eastbourne before. She came to Eastbourne then as well. Quite likes the country. She even written a song about it, but I wasn't going to include that because we'd already done St George in the previous show, so we're not going to go. Don't want to go too much on the old country side of things. But this is, I think, a lovely track. Shows her voice off very well. It's an original composition. It's Whenever You're Around.
Oh, baby, the sun, it shines just a little bit brighter. And the moon moves a little bit faster to get to where you are. And the trees sway just a little bit sweeter. Well, it just feels good whenever you're around. Well, I walked up to that little path today, put my hand out to where yours would be. Oh, but when the ground got a little shaky beneath my feet, I reached out, put my hands upon a tree. Oh, baby, the sun, it shines just a little bit brighter. And the moon moves a little bit faster to get to where you are. And the trees sway just a little bit sweeter. Well, it just feels good whenever you're around. Now, it's not like me to have trouble finding words, let alone one or two that may rhyme. But the essence of your presence is a blessing, never guessing in the message that you bring me all the time. Baby, the sun, it shines just a little bit brighter. And the moon moves a little bit faster to get to where you are. And the trees sway just a little bit sweeter. Well, it just feels good whenever you're around.
See, that was really good. That reminded me of like in the 80s, early 80s. It's like soul and jazz funk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely...
Soul R&B, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
definitely got that voice.
Lovely voice.
Yeah, brilliant. That was really good. And
So-
that's an original as well. Wow.
Yeah, if you fancy going to see her, she's at the Prince's Playhouse this Friday, the 24th of August.
Oh, that would be a treat.
Yes, I think it would.
Mm.
She's got various size bands, but she's in a that's going to be the a trio there on that night. But lovely voice. On to the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Go on. September the 1st. Yeah, I'm going to keep plugging these guys because so we've got September the 1st at the Crown and Anchor. We've got Yankee and the Foreigners, and to describe them as just an indie folk rock band really doesn't touch the surface of this group. From Boston, USA, with their foot-tapping, dance-enhancing mix of originals and covers. That's my interpretation of it. That gig that they're doing at the Crown and Anchor on the 1st of September is exclusively in Sussex on their UK tour. They're straight up to London after that.
Oh, right.
So I'm glad we got them. Again, an original composition. Yeah, so that's Stolen Roses, an original by Yankee and the Foreigners.
Give me stolen roses, I want your white lies. Oh, tell me anything to drown the blues. Tell me your guilty pleasures under the night sky. You make believe and I'll believe you with your alibi. Oh, stay until the light gets low. Keep me on the edge of a seat. Oh, anything's better than living little lies alone. Let's swim the open ocean. I watch you drift dry. You got me falling for your hook, line, and sinker. But we'll pretend to make another New Year resolution. Give it a week, then forget again. Oh, stay until the light gets low. Keep me on the edge of my seat. Oh, anything's better than living little lies alone. Oh, make it light of every hour in the day. Oh, what's the good in being honest anyway? Sorry for days are numbered, let's make it tenfold. I wanna weigh at 1,000 and a day old. Oh, stay until the light gets low. Keep me on the edge of my seat. Oh, anything's better than living little lies alone. So leave the 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 little
That
lies
was really good.
alone.
And you know what we need to call the show? Not WOWIE.
What's that?
Banjo show or something.
Banjo show. Well, it was this week a bit, wasn't it?
It was very banjo. Which, hey, I'm not knocking it because I like banjos or ukuleles or whatever they were. Okay, that to my untrained ear sounded like banjos.
Yeah.
No, that was really nice, energetic, and all that sort of good stuff.
Yes, I thought it was nice to close the show with something that was energetic. That's coming up. So
yeah, exactly. So we start with disco and we end with banjos.
yeah, with blues and country and all that, and a bit of R&B and soul in between.
And all of that malarkey in between. Excellent.
Oh, that was-
Brilliant. See, Eastbourne? You see what we do for you? Yeah. So there we
Right.
go.
So that's your lot, Chris.
Thank you very much.
So be back again in a couple of weeks' time. Look forward to coming back, and thank you very much for listening, folks. Have a lovely couple of weeks. Have a nice bank holiday weekend, and remember, if you can't be good, be careful. See ya. Hi, this is Pete Lacey. Listen to my show, What's On in Eastbourne, on Eastbourne.online.